Welcome to PitSMP Elementals, a server inspired by Avatar The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra, where everyone gets to control one of 4 elements to use in combat and survival Minecraft alike. Split into 4 even nations, the server members must attempt to coexist on a massive continent in order to survive, or at least until the conflicts start to arise. The 4 elements and nations are as follows. The Water Tribes, rather isolated individuals who seem to be keen on alliance over anything. The Earth Kingdom, a strong, unified force capable of anything, yet seem to have internal conflict. The Fire Nation, the fiercest among the nations, they seem very eager to pick a fight. And then there's the Air Nomads, where I am from. We're currently pretty well off with an infinite supply of iron, villagers, and more. We even have some very friendly neighbors who we vowed to keep safe. But how did we get here? Well, let's rewind a little. The moment the server came online, lots of people started streaming in to try out their new abilities. And after helping a few people with some technical stuff, I decided to grab Lazyverse aside and start heading to our final destination, the Eastern Mountain Range. On the way there, we raided a village.
I'm gonna suffocate this golem. Holy shit.
Wait, can you?
I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out.
Watch out. Oh! Ran into a skeleton horse trap. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god, jump scared. Died. Airbender saturation is actually kind of a weakness because we don't heal as fast. Came back and even found a ruined portal on the border of our territory. Finally, we arrived at the mountains, where we quickly decided to grab as much surface iron and coal as we could. It didn't take long for us to run into Foggy Swamp, a waterbender who has already decided to put up shop within the small swamp area located in the middle of our mountain range.
What are you doing in my swamp?
We're just exploring, and also like over there is literally our territory, so we learned of each other's plans and immediately came to the conclusion we needed an alliance of sorts. We make sure their swamp stays untouched, and they help us out every now and then. We said our goodbyes and went off to look for more ores and valuables, since we've been messing around for roughly an hour by now and still hadn't made any real progress. While searching, we came across a lava pool and had the genius idea to skip half the game and create another portal. The spawn was actually very lucky, as it didn't take us long to spot another fortress off in the distance. It's a fortress! It's a fortress! Let's go!
No way!
Let's go! While adventuring, we found out about the real use of air spout, which was to let us traverse over the lava with great ease. Hold on, air spout? You may be asking. What is all this talk about abilities and such anyways? Well, I don't have the time to explain every element and ability to you, but I can tell you a bit about air, the element I am able to bend to my will. Air is the element of freedom and mobility, allowing us to sprint and jump with much greater ease, take no fall damage, and require a teensy bit less food in our systems. We can push, pull, and throw our enemies with ease and are no laughing matter, but we are far from the most powerful element in terms of raw strength. That's where the utility of air comes in, making us, when playing our cards right, both an unstoppable force and an untouchable target. Adding the fall damage immunity and high movement capabilities together, we practically have 0 problems traversing even the most hellish landscapes you can find, making our nether trip a bit of a joke compared to normal Minecraft survival. Quickly going in, we got a few blaze rods just to flex to the rest of the server with the achievement, and quickly left again to head back home.
Holy shit, hoggers?
Hoggers? While smelting up some of our stuff, we came across a good friend of mine, Komikage, aka Brian. He was looking for the swamp tribe, so after messing around a teensy bit, we headed off to introduce him to Foggy.
Hey, nice shield you got. Where'd you get it? The dollar store?
Yeah, I canceled it. Somehow, our case fell while climbing. After that, me and Lazy went looking around for a suitable place to put up shop and ultimately decided on the northern mountain top, where we also plan to build the main monolith of the Air Nation, which will look something like this. Don't mind the quality of the drawing, thanks. We set up a small farming area, and soon after it was time for Lazyverse to log off. I promised I'd do something useful while he was gone, but instead I went off to the Water Tribe and meet up with dear old Siegeholm and Seeger. After a very awesome high five, we decided it was best if we stayed on good terms with each other for now and started an alliance of sorts. And now we're here. As you can see, we did just a small amount of off-screen grinding, but that's really just because I don't want to bore you guys with all that boring default Minecraft stuff. That's not what you came here for. The only thing I probably should have time-lapsed was the tower. But even that was built in smaller segments because of like the amount of blocks we needed and the different kinds. So it's not even that bad. You didn't miss much, believe me. But now it's time for our first time lapse because we need to start decorating this massive tower of ours. So without further ado, let's get right into it.